What's going on, everybody? Rev Bob coming back at you once again from the Deadpool Man Cave with another exciting episode of Bob's Buttons. Today we're going to focus on one of those things that it is one of my buttons, but mainly it's one of my wife's biggest buttons. My wife, Cindy, absolutely hates the whole concept of accessories. We're not talking about accessories like shoes, makeup, jewelry, hair, not the girly stuff. She's talking about the accessories for the things that I buy. For example, the GoPro camera that I'm recording this video on. You can't just buy a $250 camera and call it quits, because it doesn't come with anything but a single battery, and that's it. And let me tell you, these batteries don't last very long. You're lucky if you get an hour and a half out of them. So we have to buy the additional batteries, accessories. You got to buy the battery charger, accessories. You got to buy the stands, the clamps, the clips, the mounts. The list just goes on and on. You got to buy microphones, which I haven't bought a microphone yet. I've actually got one coming in the mail later in the week, maybe next week. So I'm actually still recording this on the internal microphones on the GoPro, so hopefully we'll sound better next week. Besides that, cases to protect it. Speaking of cases, boy, we could go to cell phones. This isn't just something that I have a problem with. It's her phone. Our kids' phones. You buy an $800 to $1,000 cell phone and you don't want to drop it and break it. So you go and you have to buy a $80 OtterBox case so you don't shatter your phone every time it hits the concrete. And let me tell you, mine actually fell from a second-story window and bounced 6 times down the sidewalk, and that OtterBox protected it. No, OtterBox doesn't pay me. I just really like their cases. So the cell phones go on and on. Now they've got the cell phones with inductive charging. So you just set your phone on the pad and it charges. So you got to get one of those for every room. So every time you go in a new room and set down your phone, you can charge it. So you end up spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on all the accessories from the phones. And let's not even talk about the fact that we don't just buy one phone because the contracts are all up at the same time. So we're getting 4 or 5 of these suckers at the same time. So there's video game systems. This is one that drives her crazy too. First of all, she says, why do you need a new game system just because it comes out? Well, because they're not making crap for the old game systems, but that's another story for another day. The main issue is you can't just buy the game system and be all set to play. It doesn't come with games typically unless you buy a special bundle, which of course costs a lot more money. So you've got to buy the additional controller. You've got to buy the camera for some of these game systems. For example, the Xbox has the Xbox Kinect camera, which don't buy those. They're a big waste of money. I found out the hard way. $200 thrown away on something I never used once. So don't buy the cameras for your video game systems. They're insane. But the newer video game systems, besides buying a controller, your games, chargers for the controllers, half the time you've got to get the VR system because now the new games have VR. Ooh, I don't even want to go there. VR makes me ill. So then, here we go. Now we're at the pinnacle. We're at the be-all, end-all of accessorizing, and that's motorcycles. I'm a biker. I've got a motorcycle. Had motorcycles for the past 25, 30 years. And it's never just buying the motorcycle. A lot of people think, oh, I can go out and buy a motorcycle, and now I'm ready to ride. Wrong answer. You're not ready to do anything. You need to get, at the very minimum, a leather jacket, preferably a leather jacket with some armor padding in it. But by the time you buy that leather jacket, for a decent roadworthy leather jacket, you're looking at $150 to all the way up to the specialized riding jackets with padding, breathable, vents, all that stuff. You can spend up to $800-900 just for a riding jacket. Some people buy chaps. I don't quite go that far. I don't need chaps, but hey, they serve a purpose. They keep you warm in the winter. They keep rocks from nailing your shins and killing you. All kinds of fun stuff with that. Gloves, boots, and that's just the clothing. Oh, the helmet. You can't forget the helmet. You got to save your noggin. So helmets, anything from a $30 brain pan, which don't buy one of those. It's a waste of money. It's not going to save your life. It might save you from a ticket in a helmet required state, but that's about as far as you're going to go with that. Helmets, you can spend anywhere from $150 to $1,200 to $1,500, depending on what you're looking for in a helmet. You've got lighter helmets, heavier helmets, carbon fiber, basics. They've even got helmets now with HUD systems in them to show you what's going on behind you with a camera mounted on the back, if that's what you're into. So yeah, motorcycles, it's crazy. And then let's not forget, let's say you buy that motorcycle, it doesn't have everything on it that you want. So it's just a basic motorcycle. Well, now you're looking at buying a windshield or a fairing. You're looking at buying an engine guard, highway pegs. If you don't like standard pegs on a motorcycle, you're going to be looking at floorboards. You're looking at sissy bars, luggage racks, saddlebags. The list goes on and on. By the time you're done, you can end up spending literally thousands of dollars to accessorize your motorcycle. I've known people who've spent more on the accessories for their motorcycle than they spent on the motorcycle itself. So there you go. One of Cindy's favorite topics, accessories. She despises the whole concept. In her perfect world, when you buy something, everything you need to go with it comes with it. The end, you're done. But we all know it's never going to work that way. So anyway, folks, that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, pop down a like, subscribe. If you want to get future notifications of when videos are coming out, hit that notification bell. And hopefully we'll be talking to you in the next few days. Have a blessed one.